Alright folks, welcome back to what's going to be the last video, but not really, of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I'm the Serious JG. We're going to make our way to the chamber of Gable. Clark Gable, the Master of Evil. But now we know that he's being controlled by the evil demoness that looks like the Eye of Sauron floats around behind her head. Now that we know that, it's going to make all the difference in the world. What do we want to be equipped for this fight? Replace Reflector. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but I find getting... It was doing great damage much earlier in the game, just because of how constant it was, but it's not really holding up damage so much anymore. But getting stuff acidified is pretty good. We got Optimizer for increased weapon damage, which I never turned off, even though I probably should have put the luck drop back on. Healing. Got Bloodbringer. Actually, the Kara boost is pretty good for these boss fights, too, because she heals us. I should probably switch to her. This Bloodbringer's not doing that much damage. I've been trying to level them. Oh, look, they've got the big old shadow on the wall from the Kara boost. That's kind of fun. If I stand here, does it come up? No. Like, it's... Some light source is only affecting her. Interesting. Alright. Oh, I gotta change Wappets, though.
What took you so long? Well, now that you've tasted the power of so many shards, I presume you're ready to join.
Oh, I do love me some shard flavor.
You presume wrongly. I'm here to keep my promise to you, and nothing else.
What promise?
I promise to murderify you.
You really have.
Oh, I think maybe I screwed this up. I should have had Zangetsu equipped when I came into the room.
I swore to you that I would stop you if your Shardbinder power ever manifested itself against your will. You made the same oath to me.
Because I need to get the katana expertise in Zangetsu.
Please. You think I wield this power unwillingly?
I do. I've known it since our meeting on the galleon. But there was a moment when I saw a flicker of the real Jeeble beneath all that hate.
Fool! I've had enough! If you want to stop me, you'll have to do it by force.
As you wish. It's time to free you of this once and for all.
Yeah, I think I triggered the wrong dialogue. I should have, let's see if I can switch now. But I think I messed this up. I think I needed to have this equipped when I walked into the room. Money is power. Remember that, guys. He's charging up for his choke slam. Yeah, you're supposed to... You want to slice the moon, thinking that that's connected to it. Oh, it's his choke slam. I was trying to avoid it, and I was too late. He's not doing anywhere near as much damage as he used to. Yeah, it is the moon. I thought it was something to do with the moon. But you have to damage him first.
At last, the Liber Logi is mine.
Fuck you, bitch.
Think again.
Bitch. Oh, now he got sucked into Demon World or something.
Miriam, I've missed you.
I'll miss you, girl.
I knew you were in there. I knew it.
Now, are you still gonna be dead? Because that would kind of suck.
You kept your promise. Thank you.
You know, I can tell he's a good dude because he's got white hair. Which I temporarily have. I'm hoping the color comes back after the chemo's over.
What's going on? No, the corruption shouldn't spread this fast.
Yeah, he's getting all crystallified.
It's better this way. The world can be rid of me.
But you're a nice guy now.
But this castle...
It's not really that nice a place.
Can't allow it to.
To do what? It's a castle.
Shh, I know, I'll destroy it. But you're going to live, Jeeble.
I don't know about that.
I'm glad I got to see you smile. One
So in theory, this is what I'm doing to our heroine by leveling up all these crystals, but I don't believe it's possible to get a bad, like Please Let Bad Bad Be Defeated end, where she turns to crystal. I don't think that exists.
Jibo!
What's going on? Jibo! Jibo! Can, Gerhard or Sebastian or whatever his name is do something here? Johannes?
It shouldn't have come to this, my friend.
But it did. Oh well.
Are you ready, Johannes?
Have you brought a giant mallet to shatter him?
I am if you are.
Yes. I have a new promise to keep.
To Zangetsu guy.
If you plan to destroy the castle, you won't be able to do it without the Liber Logaeth.
Just repeatedly punching the walls will not work.
Then I need to track down
You're not Scott
Alfred.
Flesh Norton or Buff Bagwell after all. Sorry, again, that's just beam bobo joke there. I mean, those are real people you can look up, but that will not make any sense out of them trying to punch the walls of a castle to destroy it.
Gremory will be after him too. Tracking Gremory might be faster.
Then they're at the same place, so whatever.
The moon, you mean? I'll try it.
I don't... How is the moon... Whatever, they haven't really explained that, but... Aww. Have you met my caraboos? See, look at all the cool tricks I can do now. I can't really talk to either of them to advance the story, but... Well, as far as I know, there's no reason for me to still have the Zangetsuto on, at least for a while. Oh, swordfish. A giant wooden sword named after a fish. I've still got the Aegis plate equipped, even though it's not the best thing I could have going. Shinobi garb. Oh, that does some really good stuff for your stats, doesn't it? Well, it's a Japanese game. They do get excited about ninja stuff. This one's also pretty good. Let's use these faster and quietly. The Gunman's Scarf just continues to be really good. I really don't want to switch out for anything that's going to decrease luck. Well, so we are not getting the bad ending now. We're either not getting to the end or we're getting the good ending, because we've removed the bad ending by killing him without actually spawning an end. Now, we're supposed to find the moon. So it's going to be like, we're going after this green cheese from the moon mice, and we have that, like, it's one of those 8-bit tracks that people, like, really love, the moon theme from DuckTales. I never owned DuckTales on the NES back in the day, so I don't have, like, huge nostalgia for it, like some folks do. But I know, in fact, we have to find the moon. There is a screen where the moon kept showing up, if you remember, but I think the game will actually give you a hint on where to find it through dialogue. Did we get anything else done for you in the meantime? I don't think we did.
Here's what I've turned up on
Okay, the game, like, stalled out there for a second. It's weird. You back to your old haunts, man? Because I gotta be able to, like, engineer shit. Yeah, you're back. Okay.
It's good to see you. What are we
I have nothing to say about anything that has happened recently. Okay, we can increase double jump, but we need to get more bovine plumes for sure.
Pace yourself.
And because I'm not fighting a boss, I'm going to get back to my boosting luck thing, because that's going to give me the best possible item drops. So, let's see if Dominique she hasn't given us plot for a while, but she used to be a big source of plot.
I can buy back shards if you...
I think the game is just going to make me find it for myself. So there's a place where you go where the moon is visible, and that opens up a new zone. I'm just literally gonna have to look up her food quest. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing for that right now. And if I reach a point where I feel like off-screening, I've got shards and items I need to get out of the Far Eastern zone. But we'll see what stuff we can get out of a new zone here. There's a couple of things I need to do. I need to find OD. Is he in the cathedral? I thought he was in the Livre Ex Machina. Let's find him real quick. Because I want to see if we can A, do the trick where we jump up from below and, like, goofiness occurs, even though I thought that was in one of these rooms down here. Apparently it's up somewhere else in the Livre Ex Machina. He is in the Livre Ex Machina, isn't he? Yeah, I thought it was, like, down here. I literally thought he was in this room. And we couldn't find him before. And now he's going to be here, and I'm going to be like, what the hell did I do? What? Alright, let's talk to him.
You've proven yourself trustworthy. Feel free to take out more books at once if you like.
I guess just visiting him more often means you get to take out more books. Curse resistance, poison resistance, standard attack speed, familiars, directional shards, movement speed, experience intake. Don't want that. Proficiency growth. I don't. What does proficiency even do in this game? I don't remember there being such a thing. Here's a good one. Oh? Yeah, we don't want,
I'll go with this.
greatly increases luck. Oh, can I not have both of them at once? Okay, hold on. Luck. And then put them together. Okay. Got it. I was reading it wrong. I was being a silly. Curse is pretty annoying. Attack speed is good. Familiars. Correctional shards, movement speed.
I'll go with this.
Move around faster. It might mess me up, actually.
Be certain to return what you borrow. This is a library, not a bookshop.
Well, I mean, I could buy them from you, couldn't I? I really don't care about money. I'm that cool. I'm what they call a Renaissance man. Yeah, here it is. Like, how did I miss this before? It's right here. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if anything comes from that. I got nose glasses. I don't think anything comes of this. If I go up and talk to... I guess nose glasses came from that because they weren't there before. So yeah, that's probably what it is. You get nose glasses as like a joke. Wrong slot. Unless we already had nose glasses. Oh, that would be a helmet, I guess. No, I'm already on. It must be an accessory. They're not really doing anything great, so let's not use them. Will anything happen to me for talking to him after I did that silly little trick? One neat trick to confuse OD.
Here to take out a book? Be certain to return.
Okay, so I have not waited long enough to get more books, nor does he give a crap about me earning nose glasses by goofing around with him. Garden of Silence, I think, is the fastest way to get to where we need to go next. Because to chase her somehow involves, like, she is somehow connected with the moon, and it's like a blood red moon. That's why when that moon turned red during that fight. And again, it's a bit obscure how you do this stuff, but that's how you advance the story. And here's another place where I'm like, I know we missed treasures along the way here. This would be a great place for them to have hidden something. But they didn't. Or they did, and I didn't quite figure it out. Wasn't there like a treasure chest here that we couldn't get to? Maybe not. There was something here we couldn't quite reach. Maybe we got to it through some other Wolfman Jack technology. But if it was a treasure chest, they're like permanent. It should have still been hanging out. Now this might be where there was a boss. Warehouse key is required. So what key did we get? I thought we got the carpenter's key. That's right. It must have been the carpenter's key. Yep. It was a carpenter's key because we were able to fight the optional carpenter boss. I wish I were a fisherman. Sorry, it's But anyway, here's the screen. We have to get here. Ooh, see where and it gives you a little bit of a hint here. It's like it's a big deal that there's red light. She's hiding out in this image of the moon. So
Curse you.
I don't like you very much. But now she flees to a new nightmare zone. So it's like not the end of the game. We don't immediately have a boss fight with her or something. But we can now warp into wherever she fled to. Like some kind of like demon dimension. I don't really remember. It's a den of behemoths. And you can escape back to where you were. But now we're in a new place, which is on the main map. But it's not physically connected to the rest of the world because it's warp zone. And a whole lot of little items that we have been waiting for a long time to get shards. Oh, fuck you, man. Stuff that we need to get shards up to level 9 starts showing up with the enemies here. Oh, she took that guy out for us. Good job, Pixie. Dancing Pixie. So this would be your giant monsters level. Various games have these, like, you know, you fight Giant Koopa in a certain level of Super Mario. This is, well, why did I go all the way over there? Whatever. I'm not really noticing the movement speed too much from that tome, but anything to make exploration a little faster is good, I guess. So almost every enemy here drops something that I need to grind a few of to get various passive shards all the way up. At least you guys, I don't think these enemies are poisonous, which is nice because the poison toads are a big pain in the butt. This guy's a lot easier to hit. 500 gangsters. Oh. I actually didn't notice that. Thank you for pointing that out. A gambler's ring. I'm a gambler and a rambler, and I guess I always will be. What do they do? So it's both luck and pluck to would-be gamblers. Well, it's probably just luck, I think, increases my shard gain. So even though what am I doing? I need item drops here, too. But I'm a rambler and a gambler, and I guess I always will be. Heard it in love song. Heard in love song. I need to be hitting you as well. Oh, SP rounds ×3. Huzzah. What a great item drop. I haven't gotten into crafting ammo since getting some new ammo crafting abilities that I should be checking out. And I'm more leveled now, I think, than I might have been when I actually... Oh, no, I'm not. I was in the 80s when I won the game. So I might not be quite as crazy overleveled as I was for a decent chunk of the early and mid-game. Oh, here's some story. Oh, no. I think he's actually good. And he's apparently in bad shape. What up, boss? Like, this is her father figure. Like, despite his apparently turning heel over the course of this game, she cares about this guy.
The book.
Doot, 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 doot. Doot, 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 doot.
The Liber Logaeth? What about it?
Is it somehow important to the story? I haven't picked up on that.
She stole it.
Yeah, she's a bad lady.
I brought your apprentice like you.
Aww. I guess that's why, yeah, I think he... Yeah.
What happened here?
Well, I didn't do it.
Master, who did this to you?
It was Miriam. She's evil.
Thank you, Zangetsu.
Well, why didn't he ask Miriam to do this? I guess because we just got here. How did he get here without the sword?
I
Zangetsu.
must beg a boon of you.
I'm into boons.
What? All right.
Alright, whatever.
Miriam, we need to talk.
Let Otacon and, God, what's Otacon's sister's name? I can see her face as clear as day in my head, and, like, Emma. Yeah, it's like, alright, we're gonna let Otacon and Emma have their dying moment here. Let's go talk about how we're gonna stop the Patriots.
Yes.
Is she, like, taller than he is, or is there something weird going on with the camera angles?
I thought Alfred was our enemy.
Oh, you're kind of dumb then, aren't you?
Dominique seemed so keen on pitting me against the old alchemist that I decided to have a word with him after you and I fought.
Okay.
And unfortunately, he confirmed my suspicion.
That the lady who's involved with the church, the Western Church, in a game made by Japanese programmers is evil, and that the Western Church is evil in a Japanese role-playing adventure game? Amazing!
Which is?
Dominique has been manipulating us this whole time. I'm not certain why.
It's possible that we meet Dominique and she explains it and Zangatsu's the bad guy, but, I mean, by this point I'm like, yeah, like, when have you played a game from Japan in which the, you know, a Western-style, Roman Catholic-style church was a part of the story and wasn't secretly evil?
Wait, what?
What?
If she had wanted to deal with this mess in an expedient manner, she would have sent you and me to deal with Jebel together.
That's true, although that's not... That's the kind of, like, dumb planning that is not outside of the logic of a normal video game. Like, but no, he's right.
But instead, she divided our strength and insisted I chase after Alfred. It didn't make any sense.
I just thought it was a poorly written video game, but it turns out it's not.
Alfred was never trying to get in our way.
He did kind of make it clear he wanted us to leave him alone so he could get the Liber Legaeth.
I'm not sure about you, but he got in my way.
Well, he tried to kill me once, but...
You misunderstand. All he wanted was to keep you as far away from the castle as possible.
He did specifically say when we were in that Devil's Desert area that we were far away enough for the castle that this might work. Like, he was trying to defeat us and probably, like, bind us or something temporarily so he could destroy the castle and then free us. I think that's what he was actually trying to do.
Why?
Because if she was near the castle when she was defeated, like, she probably would have had her crystal power absorbed into Evil Demon, whatever the evil plan people are planning.
Because you were the most attuned.
You had the highest proficiency, even though we haven't established what that means.
Attuned to what?
Of all the humans transplanted with crystal, you had the greatest ability to wield the demon's power.
Gable was actually kind of shitty at it if you really analyze it.
Alfred feared you would be used.
Ooh, for her body, you mean? Quite literally?
Then why didn't he say so?
Well, he didn't trust you. I mean, you're just a girl. He's not really the kind of guy who puts a lot of faith in ladies. He thinks they're kind of dumb.
Would you have believed him? Dominique had already won over you and Johannes both.
I think I would have been willing to listen to her. Well, I mean, I'm putting myself in her shoes. Your father figure explains to you that he's trying to do something good? Because you spent the whole game wondering why he was evil and wishing he wasn't. Like, it's possible that, I can see a reason Johannes might have been won over by Dominique, but there has been no indication that Miriam has a kind of sapphic event to her lifestyle.
Inclined to listen. He knew you too well to think that you would back down.
And that actually makes a lot more sense, that, like, she would have been like, I still need to uphold my promise.
I suppose I wouldn't have.
I thought he was just a foolish old man. I probably would have told him, go to bed, old man.
What do you think Dominique is plotting?
Well, Somebody has been writing evil journals about wanting to summon Bale. I don't know why she would want to do that, but that seems to be what the person writing the journals is, and we've pretty much confirmed that has to be Dominique.
As I said, I know not. We will just have to find her. And ask her.
Sadly, we do not spend the rest of the game with him running around on screen fighting enemies with us like we did in that train, which I kind of thought was going to happen. Like, when I got to the scene, I was like, oh, cool, we're going to have, like, Zangetsu running around with us. No, this is just plot dialogue. It'll be back to us fighting alone after this. So cool, we're going to be buddies now? No, it's... Boy, you need the movement book more than I do.
The Master wants to talk to you.
The Master loves beautiful women. And he likes to wear mittens.
Miriam, forgive me for dragging you into all this.
Yeah, I think Alfred is not long for this world.
I am responsible for all your misfortunes. I hope you can find it in your heart to...
Well, I got a big heart. There's plenty of place for it, because I'm a pretty busted girl. Aww.
Alfred?
What's going on? Alfred? Alfred! He didn't even finish cleaning the Batcave.
He must have known he would not leave here alive. We can grieve later.
Well, you don't have to grieve him at all. You just met
We
him.
need to put an end to all this, or his death will mean nothing.
Oh, yeah, well, thanks for that. That really helps my mood.
You're right.
Fire. Sorry, that doesn't make that doesn't make any sense.
Johannes, he explained everything to you.
No, he just recapped the same stuff you and Miriam did separately. I think he was going to explain to Miriam, but he died before he could.
Yes. I know what I need to do.
I need to figure out how to win Miriam's heart. It's the only way I'll ever truly be happy. He made that clear to me.
Then let us begin. First, Gremory.
Tomorrow the world.
She can't be far. But her mastery of subspace allows her to move about freely.
Take that, subspace. Shut up. No.
In other words, she's likely to slip away again.
Unless we just beat the fuck out of her, which is my plan.
I have a way of stopping her from leaving.
I shouldn't be dropping those F-bombs. Zerfall, it's funny. He's like, I guess he's trying to get a family-friendly channel going, and I just keep showing up on his streams and dropping F-bombs. I'm gonna, like, put a boot on her car, as the British would say. No, boot means, trunk over there, but it's in, yeah, I guess it's in America where you boot on your car is this thing that stops.
She knows I have given up the Zangetsuto, and will spring at me then, believing me powerless.
I'm a badass motherfucker.
That is when you strike. I will go on ahead. Join me as soon as you think you are ready.
Or this would be why he doesn't hang out with us, because he's like, I'm so badass, I can fight my way to the final boss without you. But there's a decent chunk of map left.
Until you get back the Liber Logaeth.
I'm kind of useless.
I'm sorry I can't be of more help. But for now, this is in your hands, Miriam. Be safe.
I will, Johannes.
I'll be in the village if you need me.
Well, the plot's pretty much revealed. The next time we find Dominique, to talk to her, if I remember correctly, is going to be triggering a boss battle against her. Super mild spoilers. I mean, you kind of knew that we were going to have to fight her. Now that she's been revealed to be, like, super evil, you knew that we were going to fight her before this is all over. At any rate, I guess just in order to maintain my pattern of saving at the end of videos where possible, just to make sure that if anything goes wrong, I know exactly where to restore from and switch over to. We will warp back to the castle proper, and fastest path is probably just warp back to the village. And now that I think about it, I got a little bit more time in the video than it looks like I do on my timer, because I started the timer and then had like a minute's worth of goofing around before I got back to the game. Yeah. It's very sad. Old man died after we finally realized he was good. I like this cinematic. I like this car. Truck, whatever. But they don't do the zoom in. They did like a little zoom in thing the first time, didn't they? Yeah, whatever.
We are here.
I'll take you someplace good. Oh, but there's one thing we can check, which is kind of an amusing little thing. Let's go ask Dominique what's going on. Now that everyone's accused her of being evil, let's go find her at the shop and grill her on what the hell's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. Why do you want to know? Don't you know it's all over? Whatever. We're over the 30-minute mark now, so I need to wrap this thing up. Alright, Dominique, what's your deal? Why are you all evil and stuff? Oh, you're not here anymore.
Hello, miss.
Huh. No Dominique?
I came here for the final boss battle.
Oh, well, she said she had something to take care of.
Mainly killing you and everyone else in the world by summoning the demon Bale for some reason.
I'm holding down the fort while she's gone.
I believe, based on what we've read in those journals, whoever this mystery person was, who is now pretty much revealed it's got to be Dominique, wanted to unleash demons to prove that they were still necessary. I think the plot is people were turning away from religion and towards technology, so the church has intentionally released hell on earth so that people will go back to the church to protect them from demons. Which, kind of a dick move, their fictionalized version of the Middle Eastern church, or Middle Ages church.
Oh, good girl. But who will handle these shards for me?
Well, I mean, I think you know a certain alchemist boy who would love to handle your shards.
Oh, well, don't worry. She taught me how to do it.
What?
What? That sounds horribly unsafe.
Well, try me. You'll see.
That's not what the dialogue on screen says, but whatever. So yeah, basically she just takes over the store.
Oh, what would you like to buy?
What are you buying? What are you selling? Oh, wait, I wonder if she literally says, what are you selling?
Well, I haven't seen the nice lady in a while.
Nice lady!
Oh, what would you like to sell? Oh, what would you like to sell?
And you are still worthless to us. So I guess between videos I'll look up her recipe. Merlin's Light Summer Recipes. The book?
It's good to see you. So, what'll it be?
Sorry, our, beloved father figure, who is my mentor and is your father figure, I guess not literally, my father figure. Yeah, see, I can get any more bovine plumes. I can increase double sinker rank, increased stats underwater. Yeah, well, that's not really going to be a thing for most of the rest of the game. Brief invisibility, or invincibility after inverting is actually
I'll go with this.
no reason not to get that. That would be useful.
I'll go with
And
this.
I don't know what it's going to take to upgrade it, but there's no reason not to have some mild extra goodness going on there. We need to get orichallium for you. Anyway, alright, nothing's really changed
I
there.
learned the truth about your slumber, Miriam. As I suspected, it was Alfred's doing.
He used Mimic Darivon. That's like my test to see if Alder's still watching right there.
Why did Alfred choose me?
He chose me?
To create a catalyst capable of stopping time must have taken years upon years.
He probably meant it for something else, but decided to use it on you.
He only had time to save one of you.
Oh.
But why me then?
Because he had these two proteges. One was a boy and one was a girl, and he's an old guy, and he probably had fond feelings for both of you, but thought of you as his daughter and saved you. So,
Because you were the most attuned.
Oh, never mind. Actually, it was a much more practical reason. I figured he was just had a soft spot for a little girl that he had raised.
Zangetsu said the same thing.
You guys are such assholes.
To put it a different way, if all the crystal of all the shardbinders had been brought together to create one big catalyst, then your power would have accounted for half of it.
I'm not sure if that's something to be proud of.
No, it's not. It's not what we meant at all.
With half the catalyst's power missing, Alfred knew the experiment would fail. Blood would be spilled, but at least the world would have some chance of being able to stop the demons.
So if the experiment had succeeded, Dominique would have destroyed the world? That really doesn't seem like a smart plan.
Granted. Even half the Shardbinder's power caused unthinkable tragedy.
But only to England. Like, other countries are still okay.
Yes, it did.
You want some punctuation at the end of that sentence, or?
But Alfred must have realized the experiment was going to proceed regardless of our objections, and decided half measures were better than no measures at all.
Well, he obviously didn't see that speech from Breaking Bad. Or the character whose name I can't remember explains about the time that he didn't... Never mind. You've either seen the Breaking Bad speech about half measures or you haven't. But, the delicate little thing. Like a bird. Of course he killed her.
It sounds as though you found a little forgiveness for him.
Aww. A little. No, I mean, now that the truth is exposed, Alfred was actually a really good dude. Oh, whatever. Alright, this video went long, but all in a good cause. And when we come back next time, we will continue to explore the Garden of Giant Monsters, or whatever it was actually called. I'm Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you'll tune in next time for more of whatever this game is called. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. It is a tough one for me to remember. Not as tough as the character names from Yakuza Like a Dragon, but tough. Catch you next time, diaper babies. Sorry, Yakuza.